Hello everyone. Today I'm going to go through how to add content to a Mailchimp campaign, formulate our newsletters, some do's and don'ts, and what the basic features are. To design your campaign, first you go to Mailchimp.com and go to campaigns. I'm going to start with an already completed newsletter to show you some features and some standards we usually include, and then I will show you how to add in new content. First, select the newsletter you are editing. So today I will be editing test newsletter, and it should say draft here, which means it hasn't already been set and you're still working on it. In a previous video, I already explained how to set up the Mailchimp email. So in this case, to edit the content, we are going to go to Edit Design. The content is whatever you want to include, the pictures, the text, the links that you want our readers to read and go through. It's very important to make everything clear and concise and also make it enjoyable to read. This shouldn't be a technical document or something with large chunks of text that aren't broken up. It should be informational but engaging and bright and colorful and fun. Going through the current standard newsletter we have, and I'd like to emphasize that this is just our current newsletter format. You are more than free to explore and expand and improve and build this newsletter to be something that's even more enjoyable than our current state. So please feel free to expand. At the top, we always have a header that is included as an image. You can design a header or use a current picture from RFR and input it as an image here. Then we have our newsletter title, which usually follows Ryerson Formula Racing in the month of the newsletter. In the contents of the newsletter, we have different sections or different articles or different pieces that cover different things. Mainly, our newsletters are aimed at our sponsors, so they include a technical feature or a feature of what the sponsor gave us and how they helped us achieve our goals. These main sections should include a title, text explaining the contents, pictures, and a button that includes the link to the sponsor website or the website of the information we're speaking about. This newsletter has additional content where you can include current events in the world and our take on it, some updates about design and our team, updates about competition. There are many different types of content you can include. One example is for International Women's Day. So you'll notice in every section we start off with a nice catchy title. I really encourage you to be creative and grab people's attention with the title. Try not to make it as simple or standard as International Women's Day or the name of our sponsor. Try to push the boundaries. Then you will see our bodies of text, pictures to break up any long sections of text, and at the end, not in this section, but at the end of our sponsor sections, we always have a button with a link. The standard sponsor sections have a title, which are either the name of the sponsor or a catchy title describing what they actually gave to us or what the sponsor is related to. Then we include a picture of the items they gave us or something related to the sponsor with their logo on it. In the text section, we usually have at minimum 2 sections. One section of text should explain what the sponsor gave us and how they helped us meet our goals, and the other section of text should be a thank you to them. The last portion in the sponsor section is a button, which has the web address for that specific sponsor or the specific event or whatever we're advertising for, so that individuals can very easily just click this button once they get the email and go straight to the website. For the bottom of our newsletter, we always basically have this sentence that lets them know we post monthly newsletters and we'll always be updating them on the team's events, and we include a cool picture of the car. This bottom section in gray you will never have to edit. It's already inputted with our social media and our information by Mailchimp in the settings, so don't bother touching any of the gray items. When you send out the newsletter, it'll automatically be filled. That's the basics of the current structure we have for our newsletter. Again, I encourage you to push beyond that and expand and create new sections. Now, when you're starting from scratch, you will be using these basic items to create your sections. You can easily drag in different items to create your sections based on what you want. As I mentioned in a previous video, Mailchimp has a lot of different templates or themes that you can start with, or you can start from a blank canvas and include whatever you feel is necessary for that newsletter. Let's say we were designing a section for a sponsor. I would have a divider to divide it from a different section, and I can change the thickness and color as I desire. I would have a title, which I will show you how to edit in a moment, a picture, the description and the information of the sponsorship, and then a button. And those are all the items that I am going to drag in and include. To edit a title, you can do one of two things. You can, as in these sections, these titles are actually made from images. So if you design them on a different software and input them, you can input them as images. Or if you make it on Mailchimp, to edit a text block, you click the text block, and then you use this window to edit. So let's say I was doing the sponsorship for Honda Canada. I would input that text, and then I could change the size of the text, the position of the text if I want it centered, the color of the text, and there's my title. To add in images, you select the image block and you select Upload Image. It'll first bring you to the bank of images that we've already uploaded in Mailchimp. If your image is already in here, great. If you need to upload a new image, you go to Upload. From your desktop, you select a picture. In this case, I will select a picture of us welding. It may take a second to upload. If the upload fails, it is most likely because the file size of the picture is too large. So you can use a file size compressor or a picture compressor to decrease the detail of the picture. Or you can try to take a screenshot of the picture, which will be less quality but will reduce the file size so that Mailchimp can actually upload it. Once it has been successfully uploaded, you will see it in your feature section. There's different styles and settings you can include as well. You can include borders, rounding the corners. Feel free to experiment with that. The next section is the text, and this is edited exactly like the title. You write your body of text, you include whatever information you'd like to include, you include your thank you at the end to the sponsor, and then you would save and close. And again, edit the text however you see fit to match the style and to keep your content consistent. The last section is the button, where you can change the text of the button. So in this case, since we're doing Honda Canada, I would change it to Honda Canada to indicate that is the link to their website. You can change the type of link. In this case, it is a web address. And then you would go to the Honda Canada website, get their link address, and include it in the URL space right here, and save and close. Once you've done that, your content is completed and you'll be able to send out your campaign. There are a lot of other features here you can explore with. There is including a video, a group of images, an image with text underneath, products. So feel free to play around with the different types of content, the style. In this case, we used an image with text where we were able to change the style so that the text or the settings, so that the text came on the right and helped break up the big body of text, but also help to accommodate the direction of the picture. So there are a lot of different items you can use on Mailchimp. And that's the basics of content design. Thank you.